Welcome to Rollin, your source for all things disability friendly within the medical cannabis community. I'm your host, Alice Deal.
I'm your host, Amanda Deal.
And this is Rollin Stone. We like to show disabilities in a positive light as well as medical cannabis. Today we have one of my favorite followers of our Instagram, Chase Nichols. And yay, introduce yourself. Hi, Chase.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Good.
Good. Like I said, I'm Chase Nichols. I am almost 31 years old. I have cystic fibrosis. Currently living in Texas. My whole family's here pretty much within like a 30-mile radius of each other. So during the pandemic, this is where I've been. Way easier to be here around everybody during all of that. So a lot of support.
That's good. And you were saying that your disability is cystic fibrosis?
Yep, cystic fibrosis. I was diagnosed at 6 months old and been out of the hospital pretty much my whole life. I usually am in about 2 weeks at a time. When I go in, I actually just got out a couple days ago. It mainly is a lung thing, which is why vaporizers are so important for me, because I knew how much it was helping, and that was my lungs. So I had to find a way to use something that didn't tax it is.
Right. Well,
you just got one.
Yeah, I just got one specifically for this interview. That's another.
Did you really?
I did.
She didn't get a PAX, but she got the G-Pen one.
I did get the G-Pen.
Oh my.
The G-Pen dab. Because you know me, I have to.
Oh no. For $100, isn't it?
Yeah. So I always try to look for the cheaper option because a lot of our viewers don't have a lot of money. So, what are you smoking on today?
Delta 8 is really big here. It is actually what I'm smoking right this second because unfortunately it isn't legal here. So Delta has the same psychoactive effect that anyone else is smoking in legal state. It comes in any form that the regular plant would, but this is the legal option for non-legal states.
I hear it's still good though, so
it is just as potent. Really. So how that works, Delta 8 works is since it's hemp derived, federally, hemp is fully legal. So the amount that's legal in non-legal states is 0.3 of gram weight, flower weight. So edibles are a really big deal now when it comes to Delta 8 and what I had before we started.
Cool. When did you discover cannabis helped you?
Probably 15. I sure remember who I was with. Zach Walker and the brothers.
Zach Walker and the brothers.
Went out of town one day, and Zach Walker and the brothers had a party one day when their parents were out of town, and the rest is kind of history. At first, it didn't really affect me like everyone said it would until I got hungry, and they were like, "Yeah, you hungry, huh?" So I was like, went into the fridge, and I was like, "This lunch meat looks really good.
I'm just gonna eat this."
So I just ate all the lunch meat, and that was the only thing that I really knew of at that point. Later on is when it started helping more from an emotional standpoint, and I really noticed that when my parents split when I was, I guess, like 17 or so, and that's really when I started to notice how much it helped me from, psychologically. Obviously helped with my appetite.
Yeah.
The most important thing is keeping your thoughts at bay. And I've had a lot of moments in my life that have been really good teachers of that. Honestly, being a cystic fibrosis patient has taught me patience really well. It's just been, I personally have gained way more out of having cystic fibrosis than I ever would have not having it. From the people I've had the opportunity to meet to all kinds of stuff. Really, it's just my go-to for everything. Really, I have a lot of friends and CF patients that, take Ambien and Xanax and, all that. And I've been down that road, the pain pill road I've been down, and it's Mary Jane is where it's at instead. That's the short answer to that. I'd like to remember everything that life has to offer from now on. So,
well, I'm with you 100.
I'm with you.
110%. I mean, I'm still on medications. I have a seizure disorder that presents itself
right.
as more of an anxiety disorder, not on any pain medication.
No.
So it's my medication for seizures, and
right.
Doesn't it? So good.
Love it.
I think I put in Tranquility Lane, which is one of our sponsors.
Also
motor.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Tranquility Lane.
Yeah, they grow in Humboldt, and it used to be an apple orchard, and they turned it into a cannabis farm.
Oh, that's awesome. Ooh.
Yeah, they did. So, yeah, the year you were born.
Yeah, they did.
And they use rainwater harvesting systems. So it's good stuff.
So it's all hydroponic stuff. That's awesome.
In the ground.
Do you like using that thing? That right there.
Auto.
That's for rolling, correct? It's for pre-rolling?
You can roll, or I'm using it to fill my bowl too.
Yeah. So. But it also helps you make a joint, which I don't have the dexterity to make my own joint. So
right. I've worked in counterculture shops for years, and that's specifically what they're designed for. Is actually for people who Parkinson's is a really big one that they use it for as well, for the same reasons. It's hard to roll for anybody to roll, really.
Rolling.
You guys have that and are able to use that.
They're another one of our sponsors as well. That's how we started with Rollin Stone, was because of the Banana Bros and the auto and all that.
Really?
Yeah. Couldn't be any nicer.
They're like the nicest people.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's an all-male company, but they're the sweetest can be. And
I know you actually also interviewed 3C Farms, right?
Yeah. 3C is right.
Tabor and her husband, and
they are like 10 minutes away from us.
Yeah, they're really
cool. Oh, that's awesome. I've been following her photography on social media forever, just because
they're
obvious reasons.
One of mine.
Her photography is so unique. I love it.
So you're a photographer.
I am one of the many things that I like to occupy my mind with. Photography, writing. I just recently opened up a Shopify and Printful to finally start selling all my stuff that's online, pretty much, which is a long time coming, really. I wanted to focus on the art of, photography and writing and everything without money being a thing. And so I've had a lot of time in the hospital to work on crafts, and podcasts and music and art and photography and life consulting. That's probably what I do most. But that's just because, I'm in the hospital, being surrounded by doctors and nurses and people that can't take care of themselves have my nurses and everybody. And it's just incredible to watch people with so much empathy all the time. It's amazing. And then being in the hospital so much around a bunch of women, like, Chase, let me come tell you about what's going on. I'm like, all right, let's hear it. Let's go.
Let's hear the go. Come on.
So
all the nurses. Well, we love our nurses. They are true heroes.
They really are.
And
they are. They
do all the work. Let's be honest.
Special breed.
I think it's amazing that, considering your diagnosis and what you've been through, that you still feel like it's shaped your life in a positive.
100%. 100%.
Because I feel the same
even
CP.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
I remember I grew up in a really small town, so in Northern California,
teeny weeny,
and I was like one of like 10 disabled kids in the area. So I didn't really grow up with any disability pride until I was a teenager, and I started going to camps.
I think I had 30 go to my high school, let alone your whole ass town. You had 10.
Wow. Yeah.
Instagram has been a huge help as far as me in that area as well. Like, if it wasn't for hashtags, I would have never found half of my CF friends. It's incredible what social media. I mean, it's how we met. So
incredible.
I wasn't much. I was more of an advocate once I started getting on social media and stuff. I kind of was just in my own little world, really. Being in the hospital so much, it's just, I don't know, just kind of focus on different things, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep your brain busy.
Well, that's how I got into acting. Was I wanted to play for the San Francisco Giants, and when that dream died,
they don't have disabled female players on the Giants. Oh my
god,
they
absolutely should.
Oh,
They
that is awesome.
But and so my family is very active. They're into sports and skiing and all that. And so, but there was a lot of time where I had downtime, and I would watch movies, and then I got really into acting. So I mean, but I got into movies and acting because I had a lot of downtime where I was sick at home or I wasn't feeling well.
Right.
And I think art it was an escape essential for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Word to your mother.
Yeah, and you're an
Word
artist.
to you.
Yep. See?
Speaking of movies.
Word.
I love it. I love your tats are like literally my favorite thing about you.
Like one of them.
Your body art is stunning.
I have some awesome artist friends. My arms and stuff were pretty much done by Dustin Beasley in Georgia, and then pretty much this side of my neck and my whole chest was done here in College Station by the same girl who actually does my parents' tattoos. I wouldn't have met her unless it was through my parents, as a matter of fact. So her name's Audrey, and the shop here is incredible.
Would you say that your tattoos have
feel really comfortable and at home and have what? Sorry, you broke out.
Oh, no, it's okay. Would you say that your tattoos have helped you cope with your body?
Oh, absolutely. For me, I actually wrote an article for CF News, not too long, that specific thing. When I was younger, I think really self-conscious and out of the ordinary, I guess, even though I felt like a normal kid. I obviously was not. And tattoos completely allowed the art that I feel on the inside to come out on the outside, and I still got plenty of spots for more collection. But it has definitely been a huge part of my confidence, and the more I get, the more confident I feel, really.
Honestly. I know. The more I get, the better I feel.
Yeah. And I find that really interesting. For me, I started getting them on my 18th birthday, and as soon as I could, and I realized that it allowed me to express myself in a body that didn't allow me to express myself.
That matched your personality more. That makes total sense.
And it was hard because when I got into acting, they're like, "Don't get any on your arms," and I was like, "Screw you," this is I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna put that out there. But I think that's really amazing. Speaking of films, we should put the Goofy movie on.
Wow!
Ready for some power line in this joint.
Right.
Why did you pick a Goofy movie?
Man, I think a lot of us can relate to a Goofy movie, but we all kind of wanted to be, especially people on social media. I feel like, Powerline kind of brought out, everything we wanted to be. Really, everything I wanted to be was, you know what? I'm tired of being scared. Like, this is ridiculous. What am I doing? Like, I have no reason to be scared because I know, and a lot of Disney movies are that way, but this is a big one. This is a big one for sure.
Yeah. And I like the fact that Goofy's a single dad and
He's
Exactly.
yeah. I never saw the second one.
Awesome single dad.
Yeah. Did you see the second one? I never saw it.
I did. They actually went to college, and he went to college with them. It's a good one. It's cute too.
It's fine. All right, I'll have to watch it.
It's totally worthwhile. It's no first one, but it's still good.
so good. I can't hear. It's a good one. Too bad.
I couldn't hear you, so Powerline's gonna have to be a little bit quieter. Yeah, no, absolutely. I remember thinking Powerline was there. You go.
Yeah, this scene especially. Oh God, this scene was amazing.
I know. I remember thinking, oh my God, there's nobody cooler.
That's true. It's true. Max was a man. Max was a man. So, it's only right that.
Dance for her, Max. Do it.
That's fun. Somebody's getting their candy corn bong.
That is absolutely a candy corn. I love it.
It's spooky time. I think they just made some more too for this year. And I'm like, I don't need it. But I need it.
Need it.
You said you were
I don't need it, but I need it.
You said earlier that you were scared. How did you overcome a lot of that?
Oh man. I'm trying to think of when that was. Honestly, I think my sister was actually a really big part of me coming out of my shell, because she was, girls tend to grow up a little faster than boys, and she was a lot more confident than I was. Unfortunately, she had cystic fibrosis as well and passed about 7 years ago now. But she sure, it's amazing to see how many people she still affects, like all the time. I mean, it's crazy, really.
Yeah. Well, thank you for mentioning her. And what was her name again?
Of course, Emily Nichols was her name.
I didn't even know her. She looks like such a bright light.
She definitely was that. And what? One of her favorite songs, or one of her favorite bands, is Copeland's, and one of her favorite songs was Firefly, which was perfect for her because she was just so that, and now, I think at first, obviously everybody was upset, and I think we all got to the point where we were like, no, I'm going to do this for her. I'm going to get to this point because she would be really upset with me if she saw me doing anything other than what I was already. So she's a really big part of why I continue to stay the optimistic alien.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and death isn't the end.
No.
Absolutely.
I'm really big into dreams. Dreams were a huge part of my life, always have been. And I'll never forget the first dream I had after she passed. And it was just so obviously a message that it was like, okay, you're with me still. You're not gone, and so.
But it still sucks. And I'm sorry to hear that she passed.
For sure. I appreciate it.
We're doing
it's like she's not gone. That's for
doing
sure.
it for her. Yeah. I like it.
So, with that said, is there something that you would want somebody to know with your diagnosis?
Oh man.
Has it
Well, as of right now, we live in the best time for cystic fibrosis ever. I'm actually on a new medicine called
Ooh,
Trikafta.
yeah.
Were you saying, oh yeah, to the smoke or Trikafta?
The med that you're taking.
Yes.
But that too.
That too. Yeah, the medicine that I'm taking, it was the fastest FDA approved medicine ever, I believe. But it's that alone that's helped a ton. So like I have parents, friends who have kids with CF, and I knew about CRISPR is a really big one too. There's so much out nowadays that being scared is really the last thing that you ever need to do. Don't be afraid to live your life. Period. I'm prime example of someone who can be in the hospital all the time, but still travel if that's what you want to do. I wanted to see the world outside of the hospital. So, sometimes that means I end up in more than others, but I still get to do what I wanted to always do. And, I have hospitals all over the country that I go to from Georgia to California. So, just don't be afraid to be yourself, period. I'm, again, keeping the mind busy is what's always important. And learn a new hobby, be the artist. It's so easy to be an artist or a photographer or anything you want to be in the times we live in now. It's just, we live in the best time to be and express yourself ever. So
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'm so thrilled that your new medication is helping.
Yeah.
Would you say that it is?
It has been a life changer, and it's been a life changer for. It's not just me; it's everybody. It's universally. It helps in like 90% of CF patients, which there's several different gene types. I actually have my gene type on the forehead of the alien here. But yeah.
Gotcha. I think that's amazing, because I when I was a skier, at my bi-ski that I would use to ski in, it was like a sled with two skis underneath, and then you had outriggers on the side. Well, and it was purple, and I named it Purple Haze. Yeah, I named it Purple Haze when I was a kid, and then it turns out, as an adult, my favorite strain was Purple Haze. So.
Of course.
Yeah. So
you probably named it Purple Haze because of a song, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Could it be
Jimi Hendrix? Little Jimi Hendrix there.
Jimi Hendrix made a song.
Yeah.
I used to. There's a smoke shop in, I believe it's, I think it's Alabama or Tennessee. I went into a Purple Haze smoke shop.
Nice. There's one out here.
When I'm driving here. Oh, was there?
Yeah, that's where I got my.
I would bet you they're owned by the same people.
Yeah. Oh, I realized it turned it off.
Bet you're right, actually.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah.
Spread the smoke shop love.
Right. Spread the love. There's a smoke shop here in town who has a chain as well. Fatty's Smoke Shop.
That's amazing. Fatty's.
And I worked there for a few weeks before I came back to California to visit. And oh man, it's such an incredible shop. It's the only shop I go to in town, as a matter of fact, still.
Yeah, I like it. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Let's see. Well, you guys covered a pretty good amount of stuff. I will say that I don't know about you guys, but I think this pandemic at first was super scary. But now that we're at the other end of it, kind of,
Yeah.
I know the strength that I've found, you know, and I'm noticing everybody kind of coming out of their shell because of forced seclusion. You know, it kind of forced us to take the stuff that we got really good at sweeping under the rugs and deal with it. You know, and that's the only way to heal, you know, is face it head on.
Like what I said.
And
October cat.
Oh, what's up, kitty cat? What's that? Hi.
This is October.
Those eyes. Oh my gosh.
I know. Isn't she amazing?
That is crazy.
She is a healer for sure.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's good. I absolutely agree. I think that our society is not about mental health whatsoever.
Right.
Which is why the people in our age group kind of failed miserably there for a hot minute.
Right.
We're like, what do we do?
Which is why this is such a big part of our lives, you know, because it is
the steal.
It allows us to get back to homeostasis, you know, and that's where we heal, you know, when we're chilling.
Absolutely. I mean, no, I agree. I think it's a much safer option at this point than alcohol. So.
That's a fact, Jack.
Absolutely.
Fact.
Well, on that note,
you have a pen there.
So tune in next time for our next episode. We don't know who that is, but it'll be.
But
it'll be
know.
good. It'll be good.
It'll be good.
Duh.
It better be good. I hope you enjoyed the interview today. We love you, Chase, so much. And
I love you guys. Seriously, thank you again. And I'm looking forward to talking again soon.
Yes, it's gonna happen. Whenever you want to come back, we'll have you. Word.
Word to your mother.
You don't have to move to groove. Be good, dude.